Hi, I'm Dale, coming to you from my temporary backyard, and these are my wonderful dogs. Or are they?
Hey guys. Hey. Hi.
Within 5 minutes of us going back in the house to get a watering can, we came back outside to this gift from our wonderful dogs. My wife and I really love to have our own garden and grow our own veggies and herbs, and it's that time of year again. We have limited space in our rental, so we did the best we could with pots and a small raised planter. Our dogs thought we needed their help, so they kicked in as well.
Hang around, I'll show you how I made this super easy, super light, and super mobile fence to keep them out. Come on, let's go.
I ran over to the big box store and grabbed some of their cheapest fence pickets I could find. These are pine 5/8 inch thick, 5.5 inch wide, and 6 feet tall. I need 6 of them in total, and they were just under $2.60 each. I need 14 pieces that are 3 feet long and about 2.5 inches wide, so I first cut 4 pickets in half, creating 3 foot long pieces, then ripped them in half to about 2.5 inches wide. I was doing this on the fly and I thought I could get away with only 3 pickets, but I came back later and did another one. I would have had less waste if the big box store had some 8-foot pickets, but they didn't. For this main section of fence, I need it to be about 9 feet long. To get me there, I'm using 4 of the 3 foot long by 2.5 pieces for legs and 6 pieces for rails. I'll have one rail at the top and another rail about 2 feet down from the top. Basically, I'm making 3 sections at 3 foot by 3 foot. I put those together and that'll give me my approximate 9 feet that I need. I'm using simple staples to fasten everything together. The staples say they have a galvanized coating, but I don't expect them to last too long. I am very confident they will at least last the growing season before they rust out. The nice thing about this is that rough measurements is all that is needed, so I use my triangle to get it somewhat close to square and staple everything together. I had a good portion of a roll of 2 foot tall chicken wire, so that is what I'm going to use. Not rocket science here, simply roll it out over the fence between the rails, cut the size, then staple it down. I've worked with chicken wire many times before to keep critters out of our gardens, and you'd think by now I'd learn to use gloves. But alas, I have not. I remember once in our old house we had rabbits eating our garden, so I put up a chicken wire fence around it, and somehow they were still getting our veggies. Turned out I actually fenced a baby rabbit in the garden. Once I found the little guy, I just took him out of the garden and let him go. Now that my long fence piece is done, I need to make 2 shorter side sections. These will be 3 feet tall and 4 feet long. I followed the same process in cutting them down to size and tacking on the rails at the same height. That is one rail at the top and the other about 2 feet down. I build 2 side pieces the same way. This is where if the big box store had an 8-foot picket, I could have bought 1 8-foot instead of 2 at 6 foot, causing extra waste. Assembling these in place is super easy as they are super lightweight. I drill a couple of pilot holes so I don't split the wood and then secure the sides to the front with 3 1¼ inch screws. Both sides get attached the same way and it is done. I did use decking screws so they would not rust. While the dogs could probably squeeze under, I don't think there will be enough room for them to stand up and get on the pots or containers from the inside, but only time will tell. It's been a week or two and we have not had any issues with them getting into the garden, so it looks like it'll be fine. We should not need to ever move it to access the garden, but if we did need to, we could easily just pull it away from the garden as the entire thing probably weighs less than 10 pounds or so.
Hey guys, what do you think? What do you think? Is it going to keep you out? I think so. Here's the final product. Only cost about $20, actually a little less than $20 in the fence pickets. I already had the chicken wire. It's going to keep them out of here just fine. It may rot in about a year or two, but I'm perfectly good with that. No big deal. Until next time, see ya.